Hello there everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid Suitless. In the last part we finally defeated Dragon. We did very well on him, because even although we didn't have many power bombs, we defeated him because our strategy was so good. We were listening to the sound that his projectiles make, and after the sound stopped, we were firing the charge wave combo that requires a power bomb, because we were hoping that after firing the projectiles he would swoop down from the right side and then get hit by the projectiles, and that strategy worked. And we only had to use 6 power bombs on the platform to defeat him. Also, I can't get out of here, what the hell? Do I have high jump activated? I do have high jump activated, but right now I am severely stuck. What the hell is happening? Wow. This is difficult. I'm having... Wow, there went almost all our energy. I have no idea what happened. But for some reason I could only get out of the quicksand from the left side. Okay. We're only almost dead. It's all fine. Yeah, this was a weird beginning to this part. So, with our method of defeating Dragon, we were not able to leave with Space Jump. Space Jump would have been very useful in Warfare, because it would have... in general would have made it easier to go through the rooms more quickly, and just in general one could have gone through the rooms more quickly in Warfare with the Space Jump. So without the Space Jump we will take more damage from the heat in Warfare, which is of course not optimal, but with our strategy this really wasn't possible. Is it possible to properly wall jump here? I don't think so. I think, yeah, it still counts as underwater, so we can't go to the plasma beam via this route. You will have to escape here normally. Let me actually refill a bit of my energy with these enemies here. There we go. So yes, the Space Jump would have been useful. We can't get it anymore. If we ever go back to the Space Jump route, then there's no way of ever returning. At least that's what I thought before I started to record this part, but also before I started to record this part I was thinking about this a little bit longer, and I think it would still be possible to get to grab Space Jump, because I believe that it's possible to get Blue Suit with other methods, with very modern, recently discovered methods. It's possible to almost get Blue Suit anywhere, and if we can do that, then we could escape Dragon's room via a Shine Spark after getting the Space Jump, and then the room after Dragon, which is really the one before Dragon, before you the room that leads to Dragon, but you know what I mean if I say the room after Dragon, right? Because after you escape Dragon's room, you end up in the room before him. That's why I say it depends on the point of view of whether you say the room after or before Dragon. Anyway, the room after Dragon could then be escaped either via X-ray climbing, which I don't know how to do, or, since this is the European PAL version, one could escape with single underwater wall jumps, but again, I do not know how those work. If you know how to do single underwater jumps on console, then tell me how to do it in the comments. That would be cool. But yes, with our methods we were escaping the room after Dragon with neither X-ray climbing. Oh god, I didn't want to drop down here. With neither X-ray climbing nor nor single underwater wall jumps. Is this the room before Botwoon? No. The map says this is a new room. I have no idea where we are. Oh, we are here. This is the Botwoon area. That's good. That's actually exactly where I wanted to go. Here are some speed booster blocks. We can't deal with them, so we can't get that super missile expansion up there. And neither can we get the normal missile expansion. That's also there. So that's 2 items at once that we can't get. Let's drop here and get a reserve tank. This other sand pit here leads to the famous power bomb, which is really hard to get without the gravity suit. So we will focus on the reserve tank first. There we go. Let's at first grab this missile expansion here. There we go. We're at 180 missiles already, and yes. So as I've said, if you actually know how to do X-ray climbing, then Dragon really. Wait, is this the room with the power bomb? Oh, you gotta be kidding! This is not the reserve tank room. This is the one with the power bomb. But I think they said that on the European PAL version, you can do this room differently. Wait. I think they said something like, in the European version, due to the increased jump height, why can't I get out of here? I swear I never had this problem. Okay. I think they said something like, in the European PAL version you can just normally jump up to the left. I've never actually known that or tried. So let me actually see. I can't even do it if I change my hitbox. I think I did it wrong. I think I had so much trouble getting out of the quicksand because you have to do full jumps. Oh, okay. We did it by changing our hitbox by pressing down. Okay, now we're here. So wow, they were right. They were right. This is the first time I ever get that power bomb. Wow. This means that we can actually finish with 50 power bombs. That's interesting. We should currently be at 40 power bombs total, and that's honestly a bit weird. I think I'm missing a power bomb expansion somewhere. We really should be at 45 power bombs right now, I think. I would like to leave this room. I think you can drop down to the right. Yep, there we go. This room is one of the rare instances where power bombs are useful. It's difficult to get out of here without the space jump. And those enemies here, those mini dragons basically, those baby dragons, they keep shooting from below. And when you're in the quicksand, they can easily hit you with their shots. So it would be useful to use a power bomb. Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound? They got killed. They got killed by the power bomb. And now we don't have to deal with those assholes anymore. Okay, let me see. I can't get to the right here. That's problematic. Huh. This is all really, really weird. Wait, that's not how I want to do it. I want to gain more height before I start going into the quicksand waterfall. This is totally not annoying. Nope, can't make it to the right here, that's bad. I thought that would be the way to enter the platforming area. You can freeze those guys, but not kill them with normal beam. Super missiles, however... Yes, super missiles do kill those guys. Super missiles or power bombs. But once they're deeply buried in the quicksand, only power bombs will suffice. Okay, this is the area that leads to the plasma beam, I think. It's probably just impossible to enter the area to the right with the spring ball. I think the spring ball cannot actually be gotten in a Suitless game. Not that it matters, right? Because spring ball sucks. Now it's time to get the plasma beam. I'm trying to think, by the way, what power bomb we're missing, because I really think we only currently have 40. And there's only one power bomb left in Norfair. Okay, so fortunately this area here is all above water. This allows us to access the plasma beam. No problem. Plasma beam, very useful item. Makes the Suitless run a whole lot easier. And that's a sort of challenge run that I want to do at some point. Do a Suitless run without the plasma beam, and maybe even without the screw attack. These are, in my opinion, the two most useful optional items. Got some power bombs from those floating guys. Oh, I'm sorry. And there we finally go. Plasma beam. Let's kill all those enemies so that we can exit the room again. I think you could kill him with pseudo screw attacks if you don't have the plasma beam. Did he just block the shot? That's weird. I didn't know they could still block the plasma shots. Okay, I don't want to use an infinite bomb jump here. Let's see if we can escape by using the speed booster properly. Just to get a running start increases our jump height already. As you can see, we're totally not making it at all here, and then if we get a running start we almost can reach up there. Can we do it from here? I think we can do it. Not like that. Come on, I really don't want to infinite bomb. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Got the plasma beam, we're ready to escape. Or did we actually have 40 power bombs all this time and we got to 45? I'm still very, very confused. So yes, we will not have space jump for the remainder of this playthrough, which, as I've said, is a slight disadvantage in Norfair, but otherwise not too bad. And back then, that's how they discovered the Dragon skip. Back then you couldn't get the space jump yet. Only later, I think it was discovered that you can escape the room via X-ray climbing. Not a whole lot later though. I think that was discovered pretty soon after the original method of escaping Dragon without the gravity suit. But yeah, the single underwater wall jump thing, as I've said, I think was only discovered in 2014. I'm not sure on this though. In the last part I've linked you to the modern wiki in the description, and I think that wiki was created in 2014. But again, not sure. I'm basing this on the fact, by the way, that in 2014 there was a guy on the Metroid2002.com forums who came up with different ways of doing low 14% runs. Also with the plasma beam we can defeat those little mini Dragon enemies. At least they look like small versions of Dragon to me. I think standing in the quicksand waterfalls doesn't allow you to get out of here. Yeah, you have to go to the space to the very left where there's no waterfall. Okay. We are so slow. Okay, let's get out of here. The shitty thing about Maridia is this part with the where you have to drop in the quicksand to get to secret areas. Because if you want to get all the items there, then it always means that you have to make 2 passes through that area. And that's just freaking bullshit. You know, I have to go back to the Botwoon area in order if we want to get that reserve tank. And we do want to get that reserve tank. It will be helpful in Norfair. Even although it won't be a full... It won't essentially really be a full 100 energy units. Let me deactivate the plasma beam so that I don't accidentally kill those enemies in one shot. What was I saying? Yeah. The reserve tank isn't essentially worth full 100 energy units, because performing the Crystal Flash while the heat of Norfair drains you means that you won't actually fully replenish your reserve tanks, because you basically lose the energy that you lose from the heat while refilling health. So rather than, for example, getting all 3 reserve tanks filled up, you only get filled up like, I don't know, 180 units or something. And rather than getting all 4 reserve tanks filled up, you only get filled up like, I don't know, 270 units maybe. So yeah, that's really not good. But it's still better than nothing. Okay, with hitbox change we were able to ledge. I'm sorry. With hitbox changing we were able to get on top of that fish guy. And there we go. Now we're up here again. I'm trying to think really hard which power bomb expansion we are missing. I got one in Norfair, the one in the Crocomire area, and then the other one is located in... well, in another area. Yes, the one before Ridley. Sorry. In Brinstar there are 3 power bomb expansions, I think. There's one near Spore Spawn, we got that. There's one near the Morph Ball, we got that too. And the one with the room with the wall jump guy creatures. That's 25. Oh, and the first power bomb expansion ever. That would be 30. Then in Quateria there is one on top of the room. That's 35. And then there's this one here in Maridia, which brought us to 40. And then there would be another one in Norfair, which brings us to 45. Yeah, I really am not seeing right now which power bomb expansion we're missing. I don't even know in which area it's supposed to be. I think I completely forgot. Completely forgot where one of the power bomb expansions is. Also, those snail guys can be killed with morph ball bombs. I'm sorry. I have something weird going on with my voice right now. Yeah, where is the remaining power bomb expansion? I think did we miss something in Maridia? Really no idea. Okay, so now we need to get up here. There we go. And this part is awkward. Oh, I hate this part so much. You have to do a series of really quick and perfect wall jumps to get out of the water here. This is so annoying. I hate this so fucking much. Oh, there we go. Okay. I usually take longer to do this, so this went really well. There are crumbling blocks to the left, so we need to be really careful. No, 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 no. Ah, crap. It's difficult to do this morphing thing. Ah, okay, there we go. Thank you. Okay. That didn't go as bad as I expected. to that reserve tank. There we go, we all now have all 4 reserve tanks. There's only 2 energy tanks missing in Norfair now. I have absolutely no idea about the power bomb though. Oh, yes, there was this other one in Brinstar. Right beside the first power bomb pack that you usually get in Red Brinstar. So that's 5 power bomb packs in Brinstar. Didn't we get all of that? Shouldn't we? I guess that means we're at 45 power bombs now. So basically in the last part, when I said that we were at 35 power bombs, we were in reality always at 40. At least I think so. I'm really not sure if we picked up all the power bombs. Stupid asshole hit me here. Yes, I still have the plasma beam deactivated. I wanna refill my power bombs really. Those crab guys have a high probability of dropping them, but when you're not full on energy, then of course that's not the case. There we go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me try to refill my power bombs. There we go, 35. And some more energy. Oh, this is all weird. Did we forget the power bomb in Brinstar? In Blue Brinstar, basically. You know, the area that connects to Green Brinstar? That would be bad. We're at 36 power bombs, so that means that we do have at least 40. Question is, do we have 45? We're definitely at 40 super missiles. We will have 45 by the end of this walkthrough. That's a power bomb. That's a power bomb. That's energy. We are at 40. Will we go up even further? I honestly don't think so. I missed a power bomb somewhere. There must be a power bomb where I thought that I got it, but in reality I didn't. But which one would that be? We are missing a power bomb expansion. This sucks. I will have to check my previous recordings to see what freaking power bomb expansion I'm missing. Let me look at the map here. I don't see them.